I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses. And the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here, and I have my beautiful Princess Berea and man Brian. And we're working in the food forest today. It's real hot, and we put some straw down in one of the raised beds that have the apples in it, right? And we put apple trees, and we put some straw in, the rest of the straw that we need to put in the tomato bed. And right now we're in the greenhouse. It's a little bit cooler in the greenhouse because we have a 50% shade cloth on the greenhouse frame. And now we're going to put our clone tomato plants. These are the ones that I rooted in water for about 10 days, and then we put them in these cow pots. And now we're getting ready to put them in the ground because we're going on vacation, right, guys?
Yes.
In a few weeks, and I want these to be in the ground in the greenhouse so that we can have, we don't have to worry about something needs to be watered. So if it's in a raised garden bed in the greenhouse, it'll have access to more water. Okay? Anything else we're gonna do? Okay, they looking around like they're in space. So let's get started, because I am dripping sweat.
Me too.
Before we started on the garden beds, I want to show you our harvest, and then I want to show you a little update of our noble muscadines. They're really filling out well now, and I think this is going to be a very good year for our elderberries because our 2 bushes are loaded with elderberries. I'm very grateful, and I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, guys, what we're doing this morning, Brian and Bree are here, and they're helping me put straw into this garden bed that has a few flowers, society garlic, and 2 apple trees. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's hurry. It's getting hot out here. I want to go back inside. Pick up a handful and then drop it. Brian, I want you, after these 2 handfuls, I want you to come around on this side. Okay?
Okay.
And drop it down, Brian. Very good. Brian and Bria helped me out so much. It is my prayer that when they are older, they will use all the life skills that they are learning. I know my grandparents and parents instilled a lot of wonderful gifts in me, and I'm sharing all that I can with them. Covering the bed with the straw will prevent weeds from growing in the beds as much, and also it will help the bed retain a lot of the moisture. Right now I'm watering every day. Containers sometimes, most days, twice a day, because the heat index is murder on a garden. But I'm not going to complain about it. There's nothing I can do about it, but take all the precautions that I can to lower the temperature and to keep the moisture in the soil. And I'm doing this voiceover because one of my neighbors started up a lawnmower. I don't know. It seems like it happens almost every time I'm outside trying to make a video. But anyway, I see some growth at the bottom, at the base of both of these apple trees that's coming from the graft line. Nurseries often will put a rootstock that will grow faster and that's more durable. They will graft the fruit tree to it, and sometimes it just tries to take off and grow. So I keep pruning it back and pushing the mulch away from the base of the trunk of the tree, and I'm going to do that when it gets a little bit cooler. Brian and Bria loves for me to wet them up a little bit, if you haven't noticed. So right here, we're just adding a little straw to these 2 containers of okra. Okra can take a lot of heat. Actually, it'll look a little wimp or a little limp if it gets real hot, but it can handle a drought period as well. But we will get more okra if we keep the soil a little moist, but not wet or soggy. So that's why we're adding straw to the container. Now, this straw is easy straw. You can purchase it from Amazon. It's supposed to be 99% weed free, but every now and then you'll get a blade of grass. What we're going to do is we're going to pull any little weeds or any remnants of plants around here. And I practice no-till, so I'm not going to mess with the beds too much, but we are going to add a little bit of that Kellogg's potting mix. Now, these 6 plants that I cloned will be grown during the winter, so I'm just going to try to keep them alive, let them grow a good root system. If any blooms come on, which I doubt because tomatoes usually don't bloom once it's 85 degrees, but if some pop on there, I'm going to remove them and keep them from fruiting until the weather is much cooler and more conducive to putting on tomatoes. But we're going to grow these all winter long. I just pulled some of the cow pot that's made out of biodegradable cow manure that's aged. And I want you to put a hole as deep as you can right there, Brian. Dig a hole out right here, Brian. As deep as you can. And just put the soil on the side. Okay, that's good. I really didn't have to coach Brian and Bria too much because they have seen me do this and have assisted me doing this a lot. They were in a little funky mood today, especially Bria, playing with the camera, making sure that she's in every picture. But yeah, these kids know more than I did at that age. And the reason why I share so much with them is because they're straight A students, and I know that they can retain and handle all the information that I'm giving them. Both of them, Brian and Bria, were very eager to just take the plant and do what they need to do. But they had to realize that I was making a video, and so I would have to stop and gently correct them if they did something that I knew that you guys couldn't see very well. But they know how to transplant a tomato plant. And by the way, we're going to add some marigolds all in this bed after they get a substantial size. I have a lot of marigold seedlings growing in various beds under shade out in the food forest. And so I'm going to prick some of those out, and we're going to strategically place them to try to, keep hornworms and any other predators away from our tomato plants. And it works pretty good. So I love to grow a lot of marigolds. Good job, Bria. Okay, we're gonna have to move down. I don't know what we're getting on videotape, guys. Hey, there's a pepper. There's a paper towel. All of you are gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move. I gotta get down here. Everybody's gotta go. The tomatoes that I clone is a mushroom basket. I purchased the original seeds from Baker Creek. Of course, they are heirloom seeds, and they are very acidic and very meaty, and they just grew very well in the greenhouse with the fluctuating temperatures last winter, and that is why I decided to clone them this year to get a little head start. And I think I'm going to grow the giant emerald green tomato as well, but I'm going to wait until I come back from vacation before I start those seeds, because I don't want to have vulnerable seedlings that will be burnt up by the time I get back. These two on the end, guys, I hope I'm not sounding too loud. We're not going to remove anything. Just put them down there, Brian. And then put some soil on top of it. Move all the green out the way. You cannot put it over top of the society garden. You got to move it out of the way. Good job, Bria. That looks good. Okay, everybody, we're done for today. It is currently 98 degrees. It's going to be 99 for the high. Heat index will be much higher. As you can see, my great angels put my straw down around most of the bare spots here. And I watered it. And maybe tomorrow or the next day, I will get the trellises and the stakes up. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I couldn't do too much of the audio because of the lawn work, but I'm happy with what we did. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you would like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know that I love you and God loves you too. Take care, everybody. Bria and I are getting this order ready so that we can ship it. And we always take pride in our orders. Right, Bria?
Yes.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.